Hello my friends and minions and welcome! I'm High Lord Chaos and we've got an interesting story from the BBC. If people don't know what the BBC stands for, it stands for the British Bias Corporation. That Scarlett Johansson is suing Disney over streaming of Black Widow. Now we'll get into this quickly, shall we? Scarlett Johansson is suing Disney over breach of her contract after streaming her superhero film Black Widow at the same time it had a cinema release. Now, within the first weekend, it made $218 million. Not a bad start. Apparently, it made box office records in the whole pandemic. But box office sales dropped dramatically. From the Friday to Friday, it had literally an 80% drop off. Then on the next weekend, it had almost a 70% drop off. That is massive. It also kicked off the #1 spot. I can't believe I'm going to say this. By a film that no one asked for or no one wanted. A sequel to Space Jam. You tell me, what Marvel movie has had such a terrible start? There's no Marvel movie that's been released that has had this kind of drop off within the first 2 weeks. No one's came close to it. Well, we all know what it's done this for. Is because they knew that they had a turd in their hands. They knew they had a turd. So they had a choice. This is my opinion anyway. They could release it in cinemas and 90 days later release it on their streaming site. Knowing that they would expect this kind of drop off within the first 2 weeks, they knew they wouldn't make much money off their streaming site. They knew they wouldn't. Or they have option B. Piss off Scarlett Johansson, risk a lawsuit, and try and make as much money on this turd as possible. But Disney said it has fully complied with her contract and that her case has no merit. Now when you think about this, Scarlett Johansson has been with Marvel for how long? 10, 11 years? It's gotta be. God knows how many Marvel movies she's been in. She's probably been in more Marvel movies than any other character. I believe so. But this is where Disney gets a little bit, well, can I say, a bit, shady? Disney claimed that its jewelry strategy had significantly enhanced Johnson's ability to earn commission on this movie. In a strong-worded statement, it said that her legal action was explicitly sad and distressing in its callous disregard for the horrifying, prolonged global effects of the pandemic. Johnson's agents fired back, accusing Disney of shamelessly trying to smear her character. Now, let me think this in, right? Scarlett Johansson has been with Disney for 9 movies. She has earned the shareholders billions. And when you think about it, they're willing to throw one of the most longest running characters in the MCU under the bus just for that little bit of extra money. It really shows you how low Disney will sink just to earn that little bit more, just a little bit more. Now, I'm not sure how this court case is going to play out. It's going to be interesting to see, I think. Just goes to show you that Disney have no problems and no issues with throwing members of the MCU under the bus, violating contracts, and just saying a big fuck you to its stars. Shows you what Disney will sink to. Well, until next time, I've been High Lord Chaos, and as for always, let the chaos run free.